Learning Photoshop can feel daunting. There are so many buttons, menus, and options. But don't worry, everyone starts somewhere. In this beginner's guide, we'll break down the basics of Photoshop in a fun and easy way. We'll explore the interface, meet the essential tools, and even create a simple design together. Think of this as your Photoshop crash course. Before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more Photoshop tutorials. Let's get creative. Think of the Photoshop interface as your digital art studio. Just like a traditional art studio, it has different sections, each designed to help you with a specific part of your creative process. It might seem a bit overwhelming at first, especially with all the tools and options available. But don't worry, that's completely normal. With a little bit of practice and patience, you'll soon find that navigating through Photoshop becomes second nature. Before you know it, you'll be creating masterpieces in no time. Let's start with the toolbar on the left. This is where you'll find all your essential tools like brushes for painting, shapes for creating geometric designs, and much more. Each tool has its own unique function and can be customized to suit your needs. Next, we have the menu bar at the top. This is your command center, giving you access to a wide range of commands and settings. From here, you can open new files, save your work, adjust image settings, and much more. On the right side of the screen, you'll find the panels. These are incredibly useful for adjusting and controlling various aspects of your work. For example, the Layers panel allows you to manage different elements of your project, while the Color panel helps you choose and adjust colors. Don't worry about memorizing everything right now. It's perfectly okay to take your time and explore each section at your own pace. Just take a moment to familiarize yourself with the layout. Notice where the different tools and panels are located and try to get a sense of how they might be used. As we progress through this course, you'll get more comfortable with each area. We'll dive deeper into each tool and panel, showing you how to use them effectively to bring your creative visions to life. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's get started on this exciting journey into the world of Photoshop. Let's get acquainted with some essential tools that'll be your best friends in Photoshop. First up, we have the Move tool, your trusty sidekick for moving things around your canvas. Next, we have the Text tool, perfect for adding titles, captions, or any words you fancy. Then there's the Brush tool, which lets you paint and draw freely with different colors and sizes. And last but not least, the Shape tool allows you to create perfect circles, squares, and more. These tools are just the tip of the iceberg, but they'll give you a great starting point. Imagine layers like sheets of transparent paper stacked on top of each other. You create and edit elements on separate layers, giving you the flexibility to move, adjust, and experiment without affecting other parts of your design. The Layers panel is where you manage these layers. You can hide them, lock them, rearrange them, and even change their transparency. Layers are a game changer in Photoshop, allowing for non-destructive editing and endless creative possibilities. Section 5. Your first project. A simple design. Let's put our newfound knowledge into action and create a simple design. This project will help you get comfortable with the basic tools and features of Photoshop. By the end of this section, you'll have a solid understanding of how to start a project, choose the right settings, and use some essential tools. First, we'll create a new document by going to File and then New. This is where every project begins. The New Document window allows you to set the parameters for your project, such as size, resolution, and color mode. Choose a size that works for you. For this project, a standard size like 1920 x 1080 pixels is a good starting point. This size is versatile and works well for most digital designs. You can also set the resolution to 72 pixels per inch, which is standard for web graphics. Now let's add a background color. A background color can set the tone for your entire design. It can be a solid color, a gradient, or even a pattern. For simplicity, we'll use a solid color. Select the Paint Bucket tool from the toolbar and choose your desired color. The Paint Bucket tool is great for quickly filling large areas with color. You can find it in the toolbar on the left side of the screen. Click anywhere on the canvas to fill it with the color. This will instantly change the background of your document to the color you selected. If you don't like the color, you can always undo the action and choose a different one. Next, grab the Shape tool and choose a shape. The Shape tool allows you to create vector shapes that can be easily resized and edited. You can choose from a variety of shapes like rectangles, circles, and custom shapes. Click and drag on the canvas to create your shape. This will add a new layer to your document with the shape you selected. You can move, resize, and rotate the shape as needed. You can change its color and size using the options in the top bar. The options bar at the top of the screen allows you to customize the properties of your shape, including its fill color, and stroke width. Experiment with different settings to see what works best for your design. Finally, let's add some text to our design. Select the text tool from the toolbar and click on the canvas to start typing. You can choose the font, size, and color of your text from the options bar. Customize your text to match the style of your design. You can also add effects like shadows and gradients to make your text stand out. Once you're happy with your design, save your document by going to File and then Save As. Congratulations! You've just completed your first simple design project in Photoshop. This is just the beginning. As you continue to practice and explore, you'll discover more advanced techniques and features that will take your designs to the next level. Section 6. Adding text. Making your design speak. No design is complete without a touch of text. Select the text tool from the toolbar and click anywhere on your canvas to add a text box. Type in your desired text. You can change the font, size, color, and style using the options in the top bar. Experiment with different fonts and styles to find the perfect look for your design. Remember, you can always go back and edit your text later. Just select the text layer in the Layers panel and make your adjustments. Section 7. Saving your work, keeping your creations safe. Once you're happy with your design, it's time to save your masterpiece. Saving your work is crucial to ensure that all your hard work is not lost. Imagine spending hours perfecting every detail, only to lose it all due to a sudden power outage or a computer crash. That's why it's essential to save your work frequently and in the right format. To save your file, go to the File menu at the top left corner of the screen. From the drop-down menu, select Save As. This will open a dialog box where you can choose a location on your computer to save your file. It's a good practice to create a dedicated folder for your project files to keep everything organized. In the Save As dialog box, you'll notice different file formats to choose from. Each format serves a different purpose, and it's important to choose the right one based on your needs. For instance, if you plan to continue editing your design later, you should save it in a format that preserves all the layers and edits. For most cases, saving as a PSD file is best as it preserves all the layers and edits you've made. This format is specific to Photoshop and allows you to reopen the file and make further changes without losing any of your work. It's the ideal choice for ongoing projects. You can also save your design in other formats such as JPEG or PNG, depending on how you plan to use it. These formats are great for sharing your work online or for printing. JPEG is a commonly used format that compresses the file size, making it easier to share, while PNG is perfect for images that require transparency. Remember to save your work regularly to avoid any accidental losses. It's a good habit to save your progress every few minutes, especially when working on complex projects. You can also enable autosave features in Photoshop to ensure your work is saved automatically at regular intervals. This way, you can focus on your creativity without worrying about losing your progress. Section 8. Quick tips for Photoshop newbies. Here are some handy tips to make your Photoshop journey smoother. Keyboard shortcuts. Learn common shortcuts to speed up your workflow. Experiment. Don't be afraid to try different tools and techniques. Undo is your friend. Remember, Ctrl+Z for Windows or Command+Z for Mac is always there to undo any mistakes. Watch tutorials. There are tons of free tutorials online to help you learn new skills. Practice makes progress. The more you practice, the better you'll become. Section 9. Conclusion. Keep exploring and creating. Congratulations on taking your first steps into the world of Photoshop. We've covered the basics, but this is just the beginning. There's a universe of creative possibilities waiting to be explored. What are you most excited to create with your newfound Photoshop skills? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow aspiring designers. Happy creating!